at this monstrosity of a Clash Royale deck. That is our goal today. We are very, very, very under level. This is really bad. Hopefully, the goal of this is to get some funny wins. Now, I'm just going to play normal mid ladder because I've been stuck at the 76 almost to 7,800 because Clash Royale is pretty broken when it comes to being in this general area. So let's start with the Prince. See what we can do here. I'm curious what he's going to counter with. Luckily, we have Rage, we have Snowball. So we have a couple things to get, like, group spawns. I'm going to Rage here. That was actually a really good Rage. So I'm going to hit that. I missed my Snowball, but it's okay. Hit good damage there. What I'm going to do for this... Ooh. Okay, this is probably the best option. Okay. Okay, that was actually good. Alright, hit one of these. That's not good either, by the way. Either way, I'm going to take a bunch of damage. We are playing a Wall Breaker Mega Knight, which, believe it or not, happens a lot more than you would think. So, without damage, I think that'd be kind of gross to say, right? I mean, that'd be a lie to say not. I'm going to wait to see what he does. I'm assuming I'm going to have to want to be on the offense because Wall Breaker players don't really know how to actually play. So, I'm going to Prince again. He's going to play Bats again. And my difference is I'm going to throw my Snowball better. Or I can double print. No, I'm not going to. I need to see what he plays. Alright, that's fine. Hit one of these. I'm not going to lie. A 2 elixir card, being able to take that out, little unfortunate, but... Okay, so we just have everything in the books. Holy moly. I mean, this is nuts. Holy dude. Okay. Tombstone worked really well with the vines, so I'm really happy about that. I don't know what his goals were with the little... I don't know what he just used. By the way, I think we need to hold on to our Prince, because our Prince is going to be countering the Mega Knight. So let's play Elite Barbs in the back. Now, there's a chance we're being able to play Elite Barbs twice, because we're in 2 times Elixir. However, I kind of doubt it. Yeah, we're going to play 2 Elixir. Okay. We have this. Perfect. I'm going to Rage. Give me bats. Bats. Okay, he plays that. It's a little unfortunate, don't get me wrong, but undeniable. Like, there's nothing you can do. Hit one of these, hit one of these. I'm going to Snowball this. Yep. Tombstone. I'm not going to lie. That electricity is a little unfortunate. I will not lie. Elite Barbs. Yeah, okay, so we lost here. We are playing a pretty unskilled deck, and we're really low leveled. So it's kind of like one of those double whammies, I guess you would want to call it. Dang, bro. Dude, I think I've said this every time. If you want to play a different deck, the game doesn't allow you. How crazy is that? Because if you want to play a different deck, you have to pay because you're going to be underleveled. I find that crazy. But hey, it's a good business move. Hey, Supercell, shout out to y'all for having good business idea. Alright, so first one wasn't good, obviously. What deck did he play? Alright, obviously, everything in between. Let's fix our deck. What can we do differently? I think Mirror is good, but since there's so much going on, I think I'm also going to play... Ooh, Golden Knight would be good to try. You know what? Normally, I would play P.E.K.K.A, but I really want to try Golden Knight, because Golden Knight does, like, the big dashes, and that could be really helpful against the little guards and other stuff. Okay. Prince P.E.K.K.A. Okay, this is more possible. I could see us winning this one. That is definitely way more likely. I'm going to place the Ice Golem. Cool. I'm curious if he's going to, like, do anything. I guess we'll play Elite Barbs. Again, really low level Elite Barbs, which is unfortunate, but still should be pretty good. Alright, I'm going to hit this. Golden ability. Cool. That's really bad. Another Mega Knight. That is... Oh, man. That says a lot about Clash, I'm not gonna lie, man. The fact that if a card's being played this high, you don't think, like, it needs to be nerfed at all? You feel me? That's what I think personally. Obviously, my opinion doesn't matter. I'm a mid ladder, but isn't that crazy? You think if a card you go up against a card every single game and it does that much damage, and you would think they wouldn't buff it, right? I don't know, man. I never understand Supercell's stupidity when it comes to Mega Knight. Not to say that the company's stupid, but their ideas with Mega Knight's definitely unintelligent. It is. I mean, obviously there's a reason they do that, right? The reason they do that for Mega Knight, well, it's pretty obvious. It's one of the most popular cards in the game. That's why they buffed Golem. Golem definitely did not need a buff. But since the Golem had a little dumb trend, now all of a sudden it needs to have this random nerf, which is totally not true. Which, by the way, that little Goggins definitely should have looked at the Golem. But I rest my case. Hey, when stuff like this happens, I always just say that he bought the pass Royale. That's the only copium you can do to this pay-to-win game. That's all I see. But no, let me show some love to the game. You watch this because you want to see someone love this game. So I love Clash Royale. Let's play this very balanced and super awesome fun game. Definitely gonna hit one of these. Of course, the one skeleton's out of range. Thanks. Thank you, Supercell. Thanks, Supercell. You're doing great. Wow. That is crazy. Do we just give him the win? I feel like we should be really nice. Let's be very caring and giving. Let's give back. Let's give back to the Clash Royale community, right? Wow. I thought I was going to win that too. Alright. Try number 3. Let's see. What can we do with this deck that can make this game playable? Log actually might not be too bad. I'm going to add Log. Obviously, they nerfed Log. They nerfed Log. But not Mega Knight, not Prince. Wow, this game is so unintelligent. Wow. Okay. It's so unfortunate. Let's see. You know, I have card. You know what? I'm gonna use card boost for this video. There's no other use for them other than now. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna use a card boost. Yep. Cool, man. Let's go. Let's see if that does anything. I feel like it probably won't. Let's be completely honest. But let's do that, and then Ice Golem's just so good for kiting. Yeah, is what it is. Since Vine Spell is going to be one of the only cards that's going to genuinely help us, that's why I have to keep it. Even though they nerf Vines, the card just came out. Crazy, right? All right. We're going to have to do a big push in the beginning. That's how this works. That's exciting. Golden Knight. I still at the tower. Wow, that is so unbalanced. It's hilarious. Okay, what in the everything's happening now, man? Like, bro, excuse me. Over leveled, so he's definitely spent money. How do you defend 20 cards? Like, what is this game on? No, genuinely, like, I think it gets to a point where, like, this game is unsavable. Oh my goodness, this is so bad. I can't even troll. Because everybody's paid to win. This is absurd. Defines. Okay, I'm adding Goblin Curse. Guaranteed. Also, one more thing. The last thing I'm going to complain about. Give me an option to cancel out. I'll give him the win. I will surrender, if you will. I have things to do. I don't want to deal with pay to win people. Am I crazy for that? Like, I feel like the game's wasting my time at this point. You're making me go up against all these pay to win. Let me surrender. I'll give them the win. Stop wasting my time, Supercell. Alright, let's add Goblin Curse Rage. I'm going to remove Vines. Vines are very, very, very good. One of the best cards in the game, in my opinion. However, I have to remove it. So let's do that. Let's remove Log. Goblin Curse Rage. This might save the day. Let's see what happens. Alright. We have gone down almost 100 trophies. Because people spent money on the game. That's... Welcome to Clash. This is why we clash. Alright, let's start with Prince. Alright, he plays that. Already, you already know what I'm going to start doing. Yup. Yup. Hit one of those. Yup. Splat. That is the slowest I've seen the Prince ever. The prince is never that slow. Wait, hold on. What are we lying about? There's no possible way the prince was that slow. I will not believe that ever. I'm gonna need this. How do you have this elixir? Like, I beg your finest pardon. There's no way you have this elixir. Gang thinks he's Supercell with this type of elixir. That's some crazy damage. Gang! Yo, come on, bro. Yo, I'm playing Loserville. Oh my goodness, I'm playing Loserville. Yo, you can't even have fun in this game no more. What is this? Yo, this is pathetic. King, hello? Oh my goodness, this is not okay, Supercell. You're killing your game. That's not what I did. That's... Dude, this game's gonna crumble. This game is gonna crumble. It's gonna be worse than Fortnite numbers, and you know how those are looking right now. Evo man! Yo, it just gets worse and worse. I'm not even trolling. Oh my gosh. The fact that he is not won yet does say a lot. Wow. I'm gonna Goblin Curse the Mega Knight. Wow. I'm so glad I can play this game knowing that I'm not tryharding. Because that's crazy, gang. That's crazy. Not my body. Yo, you're not getting this 3-star. Alright, one more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having too much fun. This is great. This is great, honestly. If anything, Supercell, buff everything. Buff Prince, because that's getting talked about a lot. Buff Golem more. Buff Evo Baby Dragon. Buff Mega Knight again. Buff Evo Witch. You nerfed her 4 times. Buff her. You got that. Up those numbers. Let's go, Supercell. Let's up those numbers. Let's get it. Man, this game is so fun. Alright, Lucky Clan is who we're going up against. Let's see if this horrendous deck can get any win, or if we're going to go up against another pay-to-win. Or Goblin Giant Mama Pekka. We haven't gone up against one of those yet, but you know that's the meta. This is why you need Vine. Oh, this is not good. Yo, I have nothing to counter Electro Dragon. I'm gonna Goblin Curse, I guess. Elixir Pump, gank. Just grow up, please. Definitely gonna hit one of those. Definitely hitting one of these as well. What does he have? Bruh. First Golem of the day. That's why he has that. That's so awful. Yo, this is horrendous. We got a Golem. What? Sneaky Lumberjack? Yo, I beg your actual... What is this infinite elixir theory we have going on? So, healer just takes no damage. Buff the healer. Buff it. Buff it. Buff it. Buff it. Do that. If it can do that, it's not enough, Supercell. Buff it. If that's not enough, buff it. I actually can't believe that. Yeah, dude, this game is actually so bad. Wow. This is really bad looks. He doesn't have this elixir. You know why? Because I haven't played anything at all. And I'm not 2 times an elixir or not. This is not possible. He has 2 elixir pumps in the back. There's no. This has to be a cheater. This has to be a cheater. That's get. If you don't think that guy is a cheater, you have never played this game before. Oh my gosh, that's really bad looks, Supercell. Supercell, that's really bad looks. That's really bad looks. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, Supercell. If you're watching this, you're probably not. You've probably seen one of my shorts, but you definitely haven't seen a long form. This is what you should do. Buff Prince, buff the Barbarian, buff Electro Dragon, buff the Healer, nerf Miner, buff Evo Witch, buff Mega Knight, and of course, put me up against cheaters and pay to wins.